everyone, welcome to the live broadcast. Here with me, I have an amazing nurse, and she's called Nurse Blessing. Hi, Nurse Blessing.
Hi, Mr. Charles. I'm so delighted to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity. Hi, our viewers out there.
So, thank you guys for joining the show. So, today we're going to be talking about a pressing issue, an amazing topic in the society, in the world at large, which is genotype. I know quite all right that genotype is a pressing issue that a lot of people don't even take it into consideration. Many of you watching this live podcast right now, you're in love, you're in a relationship, you don't even know your genotype, and you're planning to get married. Here with me is an amazing nurse that we're going to be discussing this live session today. So, Nurse Blessing, what do you think about genotype? What is genotype?
Okay, genotype can simply be defined as the hemoglobin that is present in the blood, found in the body. We have different types of genotype.
Okay.
We have the AA, we have the AS, we have the SS genotype, we have the SC genotype, and a lot more. But these are the more common ones we found in our world today.
Okay, so what advice do you have for people who are in relationship watching this video right now, and really they don't even know what genotype or what their genotype looks like or what their genotype is?
Okay, if you're out there and you have not checked your genotype and you're currently in a relationship, this is an urge to go and check your blood group and your blood genotype. They are very important.
Okay, you hear what she said? If you don't know your genotype and you're in relationship, please try and go and check, because it's very vital and very important for every successful relationship and every successful marriage. So you need to know your genotype. So how do we do this genotype test? Because it's not about telling them, go and do your genotype. How do we do the genotype test?
Okay, genotype test can be done at any parts of the world, wherever you are found. You just need to either go to a hospital or you go to a good laboratory and get your blood tested. That's one of the ways to get it. And we also advise that you check your genotype, do at least 3 or 4 different places to check your genotype. This is for confirmation reasons, because a lot of people will say, I'm AS, I'm AA, I'm AA, I'm AA, I'm this one, I'm this.
So they are confused.
So there are a lot of confusion. So for confirmation's sake, please go to at least 3 or 4 places, different places at different times, to check your genotype, to know exactly what your genotype is, to avoid stories that touches the heart.
Yeah, that's true, because this actually reminds me of something. While I was in 100 level in the university, back then, we used to do chemistry practicals, and in the laboratory, they'll tell us that you do this practical 3 times. You repeat the practical. First titer, second titer, and the third titer. Then you sum them together, you divide them, get the average value. So what that simply means is that when you're doing your genotype test, as you said, you have to visit like 3 or more hospitals to be sure, to confirm.
Yeah.
Because you can do your lab test here and they say your genotype is AA. You go to the second lab, they say is AB. You go to the second lab, they say is A or AB. Like, you'll be confused. So what we're trying to say here, sometimes you go to some laboratory to do your test, to genotype testing, and you see that this lab tell you your genotype is AA. The second lab tell you it is AS. Then the other lab tells you it's SS. You are confused. So it's better you go to 3 different places, do the test in 3 consecutive ways to be sure which one is particularly your genotype. Because if you don't know this, by the time you get pregnant, that's where the crisis, the problem starts.
That's when reality will set in.
Yes, reality will set in when you get pregnant. So for all the lovers in the house, for all those in relationship, you have a fiancé, you are planning to get married, don't forget to do your genotype test, because this is very important. Flashing back to something, while I was in the village back then, I keep wondering, our parents don't even know actually what this genotype is. And you discover that they will have like 5 children, 6 children. And don't you think it's miraculous?
That was God at work. But now we are knowledgeable, we are exposed.
Exactly.
We are enlightened. Like, technology has made a lot of things much easier. That's why we are doing this podcast, to create awareness to everyone out there that genotype testing is important to be done.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful to our religious leaders, both the church, the mosques, even traditional worshippers. I'm sure now they have started doing genotype tests before they can join you to be husband and wife. Genotype is very important. At that point, you want to make that decision of, I'm about to settle down with this person, about to say yes I do to the love of my life, the genotype comes first. Before you say yes I love you, have you checked your genotype? It's very important.
Have
And
you
vital.
checked your genotype? That's the nurse advising you on the camera. Have you checked your genotype? Very, very important.
Very.
So you need to examine, get your genotype known. The earlier, the better. Because just imagine the crisis that comes is when you give birth to a sickler. Do you understand?
I saw a senior back
Okay.
then in the hospital. He's a SS. He's an adult here. But like when that pain or crisis sets up, he's angry. Why is he angry? He's angry at his parents for why did they bring him to this world to experience such a pain.
That's a trauma.
And I'm sure as a parent, you will not be happy to
won't.
see your child going through
That's
such
true.
pain. The pain is so severe. The pain of sickle cell crisis is so severe. So you wouldn't want that for your child. That's why we are creating this awareness. That's why we are making it known. It's not that we're trying to scatter your relationship. It's not that we're trying to make you feel guilty if you're already there. But we want to reduce these happenings. We want to reduce it. Although now technology has made things easy. Some people can say, okay, you can do a test. There's a test you do even while you're pregnant to like check if this child is in, to check the genotype of the child and everything. But how long will you keep on aborting children just for you to get the right?
That's true.
Do you understand?
That's true.
So genotype is the key. Please check your genotype. It's very important.
You hear what she's saying? So please try and check your genotype because it's very, very vital. Now this takes me back to while I was still in university. You know, I was doing a course then, physiology, and that was blood physiology in particular. You know, they say it takes about 120 days for the red blood cells to die off. So when the red blood cells are dying off, the old cells have to squeeze through the capillary of spleen. So the spleen have its own capillary. Okay, that's where exchange takes place. So the old cells need to squeeze through the capillary of the spleen. But now they said when you are having a genotype that is SS, do you understand? Now you know that the normal shape of the red blood cell is biconcave. Now when somebody who is a sickler, you discover that the normal red blood cell, which is biconcave in shape, for sickler it is sickled shape.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to squeeze through the capillary of spleen. So I feel like that point where their red blood cells are trying to squeeze through the capillary of spleen because they are sickle shape, that's where some of those crises normally start in people that are sickler. Because imagine,
and that's what causes the joint pain.
The joint pain. Exactly.
And hemolysis occurs faster. There is a breakdown of blood cells quickly. Like unlike in the normal adults, like someone who doesn't have a genotype of SS, the breakdown occurs faster.
Okay. Yeah. So you see, that's a lot. So please, let's get our genotype tested.
Very important.
Know your genotype. Very, very important. Like today, maybe if I woke up to meet this about able nurse and like, nurse, you look so fine. I think I want to start out something with you. And she might end up, she's a nurse. The first question she might ask me,
what's your genotype, Mr. Charles?
What's my genotype? And I'm like, oh, okay, I have to go and check. Meanwhile, I've already checked my genotype long time ago, and I keep checking.
If you have checked before, please go and reconfirm.
Yes, reconfirm. That's very, very important. And in case now, if somebody is looking for a place to go and do the genotype, you have places, trusted places. Do you know places you can refer, like, and tell them, oh, go to this hospital to go and do your genotype test?
I would say there are trusted places or any place for genotype testing. Just get a good hospital that is satisfied, like a good laboratory offices. There are a lot scattered wherever you are, so you can visit one of them. So I won't mention, go to this particular hospital, they are good at genotype. No, that's why we say do a lot of confirmation, do a lot of tests to get that confirmed results. So genotype is a lot. Why we ask for confirmation is because it can be complex. You hear stories of nurse, I'm this, this is my genotype, and you're coming here and I'm getting this. It's a lot. That's why we say get tested in at least 3 or 4 different places to get a good result, so that you know what you're actually doing with.
Okay. That's really cool. Yeah, because I buy the idea, because I had a friend back then. He was in a relationship, 5 years relationship, and when they were done with school, and the lady was like, "Okay, I think we've dated for 5 years. It's now for me to settle down. Age is not on my side. I need to get married." And when they get to do some lab investigation. So the laboratory scientist who saw them asked them that have they checked for genotype as well? Because if you are doing lab investigation for hepatitis, for HIV, and all of that, you should also check for genotype too, to
Yeah,
be
very
sure.
important.
So when they checked, they discovered that the guy was AS and the girl was AS. So the compatibility was not compatible enough for them to blend, and they burst out in tears. So that separated the relationship. So you see why genotype test is very important, especially when you have a good future ahead of you. Like you want something better for yourself and your kids, your future kids. You need to know your genotype, you need to get yourself tested. So it's really, really very important that we all know, we all check our genotype. And apart from that, I also heard about the issues of the Rhesus factor, where they normally talk about Rhesus incompatibility, where a man is positive and a woman is negative. So in their subsequent pregnancy, there are some issues that normally arise or occur. So what can you tell us? What can you tell the viewers about Rhesus factor incompatibility? Like what do you think? Because I've been hearing about RhoGAM injection and all of that and all of that. So what do you think? What can you say? What can you tell your viewers about Rhesus factor?
Okay. In the case of rhesus factor doesn't really play much like in marriage in determining, okay, because I'm RH positive or RH negative, I can't marry. No. Medicine has done a lot of involvement. Now there's an injection available, especially to those that mothers that are
Okay.
rhesus factor negative.
Negative, yeah.
We have RhoGAM injections we can give them after birth to prevent those complications you
Okay.
mentioned earlier. So in rhesus factor, we have either you're negative or you're positive. That's rhesus. That's the rhesus factor there. So that's why in blood groups we have AA, A positive, B positive, AB positive, O positive, O negative. We have a lot of it's that sign on it, that rhesus factor on it. It's what we call either the negative or the positive. But now science, like I said, has done a lot of involvement. So there's RhoGAM injection available. So that complications can be avoided.
Okay, and I also heard something very important as well.
Okay.
Like I told you, I was in medical college.
Okay.
Yeah, so that makes this live podcast interesting, meeting a nurse like you. You know, there's something we call erythroblastosis fetalis. Now, what happens here is still regarding the rhesus factor. You know that now, for example, maybe you're a lady, your rhesus factor is negative, while I'm a man, mine is positive. Now, when there is coitus, coitus simply means intercourse. So when there is an intercourse for conception, something happens here. When fertilization takes place and all. So when this happens, when there is, coitus, which simply means intercourse. So if intercourse takes place and maybe the woman conceive, now we are basically working more on the antibodies when it comes to rhesus factors incompatibility here. So what happens basically here is that you discover that since the mother rhesus factor is negative and that of the man is positive, the fetus, which is the baby that is developing, happens to carry the rhesus factor of the father, which is positive. There's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Why? Because
incompatibility.
Exactly, because the antibody of the mother will be fighting against the antibody of the father, because it will look as if the fetus is a foreign body.
And that's why we give this RhoGAM injection, so that the body, those reactions, those antibody reactions can be avoided, preparing the body against the next fetus that is coming. That's why it's very important.
Okay.
That's why, let me use this opportunity to say this.
Okay.
That's why we advise, please, anybody that has a miscarriage or abortion, please get tested. Let's know if you are RH negative.
Okay.
So we can give you that RhoGAM injection, even if you're married or not.
Wow.
It's very important.
It works like that?
Yes, because every pregnancy counts.
Okay.
So you may say, oh, I just aborted this baby. That's why some people are having issues in the future. They don't know that, oh, that abortion I did is now playing now. If you did an abortion and you're RH negative and you didn't take that RhoGAM injection,
Wow.
there will be antibody antigen reaction
Wow.
because that fetus may likely be or carries an RH positive.
Wow.
Do you understand? So it's very important to get tested even after an abortion or a miscarriage. We also give RhoGAM injection to avoid such antibody.
That's a registered nurse speaking to you right on this live stream. This is really amazing. This is knowledge shared. I know quite well a lot of you out there don't even know what she just explained, but you just learned something new now. So take note, when you had miscarriages before, or you've done evacuation, or you've done some kind of maybe medical termination of pregnancy and all of that, the need for you to take this RhoGAM is very, very important. That's what the nurse is telling us
Very important
on this live show.
Please, if you do it, that's why we don't advise all these. Come to the hospital, like in case of any abortion or any miscarriage that you need, please don't visit a quack or someone else. Visit the hospital. It's not that we are going to support your abortion.
Yeah, that's true.
But what I'm trying to say is, just come. At least we will advise you and educate you and treat you on what next to do. Do you understand? So visit your healthcare provider in case of anything. Don't just treat yourself at home and take it as not. Every pregnancy counts.
Yeah, that's
Both
really...
the ones that survive and the ones that don't survive, count it.
Okay, so you've heard every pregnancy counts. That's very, very necessary. And also, in genotype, rhesus factor, and blood group, they all work together.
Everything.
Yes.
They work hand in hand.
Yes.
They are very important.
It's just like in ENT, ear, nose, and throat. They are linked together. So that's how the genotype thing, the blood group, and the rhesus factor, they are linked together. It's just like a family tree. So you can't do with one, you can't do without one. So that's how it works. So I would like us to also talk a little bit about the blood grouping too, because it's very important. Sometimes an emergency situation might occur. Maybe there's an accident and they need blood donation, or maybe a woman is in labor. There might be need for blood transfusion. You don't just transfuse any kinds of blood that you see or that you have in the blood bank. So that's why you, who is the pregnant woman, or there should be this kind of testing in the lab, blood group testing, to know that, oh, this is my blood group, I am O negative, I'm O positive, I'm AB.
Yeah, we do such testing before like when someone is pregnant. It's part of the antenatal tests we do.
Wow.
Even when you're in the hospital and there's a need for blood transfusion,
okay,
you need to be checked. Your blood group needs to be checked, your rhesus factor needs to be checked, and your genotype also. Wow. All are important before a blood transfusion can be carried out.
Okay, my viewers, you've learned a lot from our amazing nurse. We've talked about genotype, we've talked about the rhesus factor, and we also talked about the blood group. So these three things work hand in hand, like your ear, nose, and throat. Your ear, your nose, and your throat, they are linked together. So the same thing with your genotype, your blood group, and your rhesus factor. So try as much as possible to get yourself checked out in the hospital. And one thing you need to know is that, the essence of this is to make sure that viewers get tested.
Yeah, we're trying to create awareness.
This is a public sensitization talk show that you should get to check your blood genotype, your rhesus factor, and your, what's it called? Just get to check. So it's really, 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 really important. Yeah. It's really nice having you on this show today. This is an amazing section.
Thank you very much.
So, do you have any last message? Do you have a last message you want to say to your viewers, to those watching this live stream, this live show? What's your message for them?
Okay, in summary of what we have been saying, go get your genotype tested and your blood group also. Both of them are very important to know, both for your personal reasons and for medical reasons. They are all important to know. Thank you very much.
So once again, thank you so much for joining this podcast. We really appreciate, and we look forward to meeting you all too. We look forward to seeing you join our next podcast.